Hey guys, first of all, I want to apologize that I haven't been posting lately. I'm MIA. The reason is I've been working 24/7 at the restaurant. I have the Airbnbs. August is, it's the season to be jolly over here. Tourists are here. So I had no time and I feel really bad that I only posted one video. But I'm back right now and I've got a video that you're gonna love. You know why? Because you've been asking me for it. So, let's start. So everybody keeps asking me, where should I live in Greece? Where should I buy property? Where should I move to? What area should I look at if I'm interested in moving to Greece? Whether that be someone that's retiring, someone that has young kids. So today I'm sharing my top 5 picks. The places I personally live in. So I'll cover airports, hospitals, buying and renting costs, schools, and the fun part of it all, lifestyle. And we'll go through all 5 and I'll explain the reasons why I would live there in a heartbeat. My first pick is Crete. I love Crete. I've been there 7 times when I lived in the States. Now since I'm here in Greece the past 3 years, I haven't been there at all, but in the past I've been 7 times. Rethymno was my favorite place, but I've been all over. Crete is basically a country inside an island. It's self-sufficient. So it's the largest Greek island. It's the birthplace of the Minoan civilization, which means history is everywhere you look. They have ruins, they have Knossos Palace, the Venetian harbor in Chania, the fortress in Rethymno, and much, much more. It's also jaw-dropping nature. Hike the Samaria Gorge, visit the palm forest in Lasithi, or catch the sunset at Falasarna Beach. So Crete has 2 international airports, Iraklio and Chania, plus Sitia for domestic charter flights. So there's going to be a brand new Iraklio airport. I think it's being built on as we speak. Healthcare is also strong in Crete. So they have the University General Hospital of Iraklio, and that one has 700 to 800 beds. Then in Chania, they have the General Hospital Agios Georgios, and that's also a very reliable hospital. Not as many beds as the other one. Housing costs. Let's talk about housing. So we're going to go into like 3 budgets. We have the low budget, which is villages inland from Iraklio or Rethymno, away from the beach. Places like Archanes, Anoia, Amari. There you can get old stone houses from 400 to 600 euros a month. And in some of those places, the neighbor will show up with a key to your door. Very friendly people, very nice people. Medium budget, the suburbs of Iraklio like Amudara, or right outside of Chania and Souda or Akrotiri. There, for a modern 2-3 bedroom apartment, it's between 900 euros and 1200 euros a month. Then we're going to go into the high budget. High budget is the Chania Old Town. There they have the Venetian balconies, or you can go for the luxury villas in Elunda or Agios Nikolaos in Lasithi. And there the rents are between 2,000 and 3,000 a month. Let's talk about the prices of buying homes in those areas. So for Iraklio averages about 1,778 euros a square meter. Chania is about 2,750 euros a square meter. Rethymno, 1,943 euros a square meter. And Lasithi is 1,941 euros a square meter. Schools in Crete are excellent. Crete has a handful of bilingual and international schools, like Iraklio International School and the Junior Academy in Chania. For higher education, there's the University of Crete and the Technical University of Crete. though that's mostly Greek taught, so it's not going to work out if you want to go to university there. But there's universities elsewhere that you can go. We'll talk about that later. So, would you rather live in an olive grove village sipping raki, paying a few €100 a month, or sip wine in Elunda watching yachts drive by, or spend thousands on a balcony in Kanya's Old Town? You have choices here. Crete feels like a mini country, and with its big hospitals, international airports, schools for families, you still have the turquoise waters and the mountains. I think it's an excellent choice for someone moving to Greece. That would be my number one. Number two is Volos. I went there for the first time this past, I think it was like spring, and was absolutely amazed. I fell in love because Volos, it's got the sea and the mountains, the beautiful mountain villages, really taken care of and just stunning. You're on the calm, majestic Gulf. It's perfect for sailing, kayaking, diving, all kinds of stuff like that. Right above you, you have the Pelion villages, Pelion we call it here, with hiking trails, fireplaces, cozy little stone houses. Just so beautiful and well taken care of. And they even have a little ski center. Also, from the port, you can take the ferry to the Sporadic Islands, which I've never been to yet, but I hear that they are incredible. Scatho, Scopelo, and Aloniso. Those three are on my bucket list. But you can be in Volo, and in an hour, you can get to any of these islands. Volo has a seasonal airport at Nea Angialos, and it also has one hospital, Achilopouliou General Hospital. It's the biggest one in the area. It's got it from 300 to 400 beds. Let's talk about the housing costs in Volo. So for the low budget, they have student flats or older apartments that are in the center of the city, or Nea Ionia, and those are between €500 and €600 a month. That's unbelievably good. For the high budget, we're gonna go to the waterfront with the Gulf views, or to the stone mansions up in the mountains like Makrinica, Portaria, or Tsagarada. And those go for between €1,500 a month to €2,000 a month. Buying prices are around 1,333 a square meter. I almost said a square foot. No, square meter. And then renting is about €8 a square meter. So a flat would be between 550 and 600 for a 70 square meter flat or apartment. Volos doesn't have any, like an international school, but they've got private bilingual schools, like Arsakio School of Volos or Volos Experimental School. The University of Thessaloniki is also there. So, but that one is only Greek taught. Again, that won't help you out if you don't speak Greek. So, would you rather rent a €600 flat in the center and walk the promenade every morning, or splurge on a Pelion mansion with panoramic mountain views, or keep it balanced with an €800 flat near the water? Volo is the best mountains meet beaches base, affordable waterfront living, and Pelion's dreamy village is just above you. You can't go wrong. I love Volo. How do you do that? If you want to check out Volo, I did a video on it a few months back. Also the Pelion mountain. Oh my God, you're gonna see how cute it is. It's like a big nafpakto. That's what it reminds me of. A nafpakto, but just perfect population. Here we're kind of small, which is fine for me. But there, it's just a little bit bigger, but same type of vibe. Oh, I loved it so much. You don't even understand. Number 3 on my list is Thessaloniki. I've been to Thessaloniki a couple of times, a few years back, but just for a couple hours. I didn't get to like really see Thessaloniki the way I should have. But next month I'm going on a 3-day trip to Thessaloniki, so I'm gonna be checking it out. I'm gonna make a video on it, and that way you guys can see. And if any of you are interested in this area, I can even check out local listings or whatever. Ask me in the comments if you want me to look for anything while I'm there, because I will be there for staying 2 nights. It'll be 3 full days. I can't wait. I'm so excited to go there, really. It's a foodie haven, first of all. It's the second, Thessaloniki is Greece's northern capital. It's big, it's vibrant. The people there dress very, very well for some reason. They say that they don't even go to the corner without being like all done up, which is nice to see. So it's a lot more relaxed than Athens. It's got kind of a Nafpakto, Volo vibe, but in a much, much larger scale. So it's kind of like small town, but in a large town, which is cool. I find that really cool. Very interesting. The airport, SKG, has loads of European connections. It's a very busy airport. Hospitals are excellent there. They have the AHEPA University Hospital, and that one has 700 beds, and the Papageorgiou, which has a few more than that, like between 750 and 800 beds. So that's really nice. Let's get into the housing. The housing costs for rent, let's start with the low budget. West side neighborhoods like Stavroupoli or Cordelio, those apartments there go between 600 and 700 euros a month. For medium budget, we go to Tumba, Anopoli, or Harilao. And those run between 900 and 1,000 euros a month. And there, it's a very lively and family-oriented, historic area to be in. Very family-friendly. Then for the high budget, waterfront Nikis Avenue, the waterfront apartments, or the hillside villas in Panorama, or Pelion. Those run between 1,800 to 2,000 euros a month. You get up there, but you have, I don't know how to explain it. I'll show you there when I go where those are. For buying prices in the city, it's 2,625 euros a square meter. In the suburbs, it's 1,881 square meters, and renting is 10 square meters. So an average little apartment would be about 700 euros in the suburbs, 1,000 in the center with sea views. Let's talk about the lifestyle there. There's no beaches in Thessaloniki. You have the riverfront there, which is a promenade that you can walk along, but the beaches are about an hour and a half away. In Chalkidiki, those beaches are the number 1 in Greece. Everyone says you haven't been anywhere unless you've been to Chalkidiki. I still haven't been there, but I'll get there one day just to check it out. It's got the 3 legs. You see it on the map. And it's great for hiking. For schools, Thessaloniki has really strong options. Anatolia College, Pinewood American International School, and Mandoulidis schools. Excellent for expat families. So this would be a great location if you have a family. So your kids don't have to, learn a language just to continue on with school. I think it's very important for families to know where they're going to go for schooling for their kids. If you want urban energy, top hospitals, without the Athens prices, then Thessaloniki is your place to be. And that's why it's my number 3. That rhymed. Of course, my number 4 is Athens. I love Athens. Athens it has everything that you could possibly want. So it's a giant. Got the biggest airport, the biggest hospitals, the best hospitals. The airport there, Eleftherios Venizelos, has direct flights to the US, just all over the world. That's the main airport in Greece, is the one in Athens. So that's a huge plus if you have to fly, back and forth to see your families or for whatever other reasons. Evangelismos Hospital is the largest in the whole country, with over 1,000 beds, but there's more. There's Attikon, plus private hospitals. There's just a lot of hospitals in Athens. You have nothing to worry about there for healthcare. Not that you have to worry about anywhere else, but some places like the islands, they don't have hospitals. So you're kind of stuck. That's why I don't have any islands on here except for Crete, because Crete has it all. Airport, hospital, schools. Can't go wrong there. Also, there's a lot of private clinics. The lifestyle is extreme. You have ancient ruins, you've got the Greek Riviera, you've got Likavitos, Imitos for hiking, Riviera beaches for summer swims. It's chaotic, yes, but it's never boring. Housing costs. We'll start with the low budget. The low budget areas would be Kypseli, Exarchia, or Piraeus. These places are kind of shady, but they are lower budget. Piraeus not so much as the other two. Those apartments there go between 600 to 700 a month for rent. And they're kind of funky looking and older homes. Don't expect any plush apartments over there. The medium budget would be Pagrati, Metz, Nea Smyrni, or northern you can go to Halandri, which is a very nice family-oriented area. Marousi, and the rents over there are between 900 and 1,200 a month. Not bad for being in the middle class areas. High budget would be the Athens Riviera, of course. Glyfada, Vouliagmeni, Voula, very high end. A lot of Americans live there, not only Americans, but from all over the world. A lot of expats live in Glyfada. Apartments there run from around 2,500 a month. It's up there. Also, you can go up north, Kifisia and Pedeli, which are high-end villas over there. Beautiful area. It's more up in the mountain part, up in the northern part of Athens. Stunning. You think like you're living in the suburbs of America. You don't feel like you're in Greece. There's not that much bus service up there. There is, but not as much as downtown. It's not as chaotic. And then you have Kolonaki, which is downtown. It is gorgeous over there. Very high end. The rents there go between 1,300 and 2,500 a month. Same with Kifisia and Pedeli, around the same prices. So if you want to buy in those areas, the buying prices for the center of Athens are 2,400 euros a square meter. That would be for downtown Athens, for the high-end apartments. For the Riviera, it would be 4,000 euros a square meter. Kifisia, 3,853 euros for a square meter. And Kolonaki, which is again downtown, 5,984 euros a square meter. So the highest one is Kolonaki, which is down in the center. But it's nice. Kifisia is especially popular with expats. And Kolonaki has its elite options. So Athens is chaotic, but magical at the same time. Non-stop flights, top hospitals, schools for kids, history, nightlife, the best restaurants, all smashed together. So, would you rather live in Kypselia on top of a souvlaki shop for 600 euros a month? Wake up in Buliagmeni with the yachts around you for 2,500 a month? Or settle in the middle with a 1,000 euro flat in Pagrati or Neasmirni and have bakeries around you and coffee shops? I don't know. And we're at number 5. Number 5 is Kalamata. Now, I'm planning a little trip to Mani, probably within the next couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks, as soon as it dies down over here. It's going to be a solo trip. I've never been to Mani, and it's really close to Kalamata, so I'm going to rent a car, and I'm going to head down there and show you all of Mani. I might stop in Kalamata. If anyone is interested, let me know. If you want me to look up anything, I will stop there if somebody wants me to. Let me know in the comments. So let's talk about Kalamata. Kalamata is sunshine, olives, and a slower pace. That's where the olive oil comes from. That's where the Greek Kalamata olives that we get in the Greek salads come from. Kalamon, olives. It's the capital of Messenia. It's right on the Messenian Gulf. And it's famous for its sunsets and calm waters over there. Behind you, there's mountains. And just down the road is the Mani Peninsula, and that's where I'm going. The airport in Kalamata, Kalamata has an airport. It's seasonal, April to October. The general hospital has about 300 beds. From Kalamata, you're about 2.5 hours from Athens by road, so you can just go to Athens anytime you want. It's not that far. If you need hospital or if you need to fly out internationally, it's a hop, skip, and a jump away to go to Athens. The lifestyle is laid back, just like it is here in Nafpak, though. There's no running around, not like Athens. It's totally laid back. If you golf, this is the place to be. They've got a world-class golf course at the Costa Navarino Resort. It's got championship courses, and it's just an hour away from Kalamata. So if you're a golfer, this is where you want to be. Housing costs. Let's start with the low budget. Low budget, older flats. They're going to be near the port in the Messini village. Those run between 500 and 600 a month. Very reasonable. Medium budget, modern apartments or townhouses in Navarino seafront. Those run for 800 to 1,000 a month. Not bad for seafront. And those are on Aristomenos Street. And then we've got the high budget. Villas in Verga, overlooking the Gulf. Or coastal homes in Cardamili or Stupa, 1,500 to 2,000 a month. For buying, it's 2,000 euros a square meter. Renting is 8 euros a square meter. For schools, there's a few private schools that speak English. They have English programs, such as Kalamo School and Kalamata International School. They're small and bilingual, so older kids would have to go to Athens if they wanted to be able to continue with school in English. So Kalamata, you got the sun, you got the olive oil, the beaches, and the Gulf. So I think that's a great combination. Plus you're 2.5 hours from Athens. Not bad at all. So would you rather live in a small flat in town for 550 euros, shopping at the local markets and walking around in the center? Or a 2,000 euro villa in Verga, watching the sunset after a round of golf? Or split the difference with a 900 euro a month flat on Navarino Street, steps away from the cafes. So there you have it. Crete, Volos, Thessaloniki, Athens, and Kalamata. Those are my top 5. Each one has its own flavor, its own rhythm, and its own price range. From budget-friendly village life to mid-range city life to luxury villas with infinity pools. The question is, which life would you choose? raki in the Cretan hills, pastries in Thessaloniki, a Pelion stone mountain, a Kolonaki townhouse, or a villa in Kalamata overlooking the Gulf. Drop me a comment on which city and which lifestyle tier you would pick. And if you want, I'll do deeper dives into each one, showing neighborhoods and real listings, if I can. I mean, if it's possible, I will. Greece has a place for every budget. And honestly, I'd live in any of these places if I could. I hope you liked this video. Thank you for sticking around and not dropping me. I appreciate it. I was so worried, but you guys stuck around, and I love you guys for that. Again, thank you so much. See you next time.